We're halfway there. You've been going for a while now. You've had a taste of what life could be when you fit your mental image and lose this weight. I'm here to tell you that this is where your dreams become reality. There is no magic pill. Pushing through and doing what you don't feel like doing in the moment is the magic. This is the magic of Grind 360. In the moment decisions to smash what you thought was impossible after maybe even years of failure losing the weight. No one can take it from you. How important is it to you? You hold the key to your future just like I did. Raise your standards of what you are willing to settle for and show me what you are capable of. We're halfway. It's your time. Keep grinding. What is going on, everybody? I want to start out this Grind 360 episode 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's episode 5. Has anybody eaten crabs? Let me know in the comments. So Grant has a thing where he'll be here all night, literally, just eating crabs. And we got like, this is all butter. That shit was full in the beginning. Okay, guys, so the crab and pizza feast is now over. And let me tell you something. I really want to tell you guys this. That was one of the harder things that I have ever had to do in my life. I've done it many times before, especially when I was losing the weight initially, but weight loss really isn't necessarily a matter of doing more and adding more to your life as much as it is giving up certain things. So it was me giving up having that pizza and all those crabs because I wanted to hit a good weigh-in on Friday. So I just really wanted to communicate that to you guys because so many people are overwhelmed by all the stuff that weight loss requires you to do and all these kinds of things. It's really not as much that, but it's more so what you're giving up for that amount of time and setting those short-term goals. The reason I didn't indulge in all that is because I knew, okay, I really want to weigh in good on Friday because I want to keep you guys posted and I owe it to you guys to stick to my plan. So stay strong, my friends. It's your time. Okay, guys, it is time for a weigh-in. Okay, guys, we are at 186.2. So now we are going to write 186.2 pounds. Shabam. Okay, guys, we are 5 weeks into Grind 360 and we're gonna do a little physique update. So this is what I'm looking like currently. This is what we've got going on. It's definitely a good amount of progress from day one. We're starting to see a couple things going on. So I definitely can't complain with the progress that we've made so far. And because I didn't focus on the scale so much last week, even though I didn't meet the weekly goal that I had originally set, I was a little heavier than I wanted to be. Due to me not letting that derail my progress and my motivation, I'm feeling much leaner this week and I feel great. Hey, buddy. Bowser. Come. What's going on, guys? I want to dive right into the topic of this video just because I think it's so important, and being halfway through Grind 360, I think this is going to be one of the most important videos that go out. So let's talk about how do we stay motivated during this weight loss journey? How do we stay consistent in this weight loss journey? Well, I'm gonna break it down into 5 steps. And please don't take these steps for granted. I've done this, I've been here, I've been where you are, I've been the guy who's overweight, and I got myself out of it because of some of these principles, so I want you to understand what I'm saying. So number 1, be mindful of your emotions. A lot of the time, be it with eating or be it with just who we think we are, I don't care if it comes down to, okay, am I really hungry or am I really just bored? Or am I stressed out and that's gonna affect me not going to the gym, that's gonna affect me not getting cardio in, that's gonna affect what I'm eating? You need to ask yourself, what's affecting you in the moment? Are you arguing with your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Like, what's going on? Your every action stems from a belief. When you make a decision, understand the meaning behind that decision, because that is going to be one of the most important things to keep you on track. Whether you've been killing it or whether you've been struggling, that's all because of some sort of belief. So understand how your emotions are affecting your decision making and your grind, really. When you have that little devil on your shoulder saying like,
oh, I don't have to work out today, even though I was supposed to, and I have an off day coming up, but like, I don't have to do it today. I had this come up, I had that come up. That's why we plan for all these things and plan out our workouts, and we're flexible, and you're not gonna hit every workout, you're gonna miss workouts, but on the day when you have no excuse to miss a workout and then you just choose not to do it, that's on us. So be mindful of how your emotions are affecting your decision making, be it to work out or not work out, to continue your new eating habits, or really just any slip up that you've had. Which brings me right into step number 2, which is reflect on your slip ups. Look guys, like, I know that we've all messed up at least once on Grind 360. I've messed up several times. That's normal when you're losing weight. Don't think that we're prepping for a bodybuilding show and like there's no flexibility, because you will go crazy, I promise. I have done that. You will go nuts and you won't find any lasting results, if results at all. So when we mess up, we need to ask ourselves the question, what happened? Why did I do this? Why did I binge eat? Why did I skip a workout? That could involve, number one, like maybe my emotions affected me. Maybe I had stuff going on, but you have got to ask yourself the question, why? I don't want you to see any slip-ups as failures, okay? I've said this before on the channel, because I believe when you, per se, fail at something, you learn from it, and then it's a win, okay? I spent 4 years failing at weight loss. That doesn't mean that I was a failure. That means that I learned every freaking way to not lose weight, okay? You can A, choose to see that as, oh man, I was such a failure for all those 4 years. I was such a piece of shit. Or you can say, no, those were actually all wins along the way, because I just learned 800 ways to not lose weight. I know I couldn't stick to that. Here's why I couldn't stick to that. I'm reflecting, and let's do our best to fail forward. The only true failure is one that you don't reflect upon and learn from. Like I said, a binge, skipping a workout, whatever it is, let's look at that as not a failure, but a learning experience, so you can prevent it going forward, or even plan to have some fun because you might have been too restrictive. Number 3, visualize. In other words, keep your eye on the prize, okay? The prize for all of us is loving ourselves, feeling good, looking good, having those things bleed into every single aspect of our lives, okay? When you look good and you feel good and you like yourself and everything's going right for you, that literally transmits to everything in your entire life. My grades got substantially, unrecognizably better after I lost the weight. Why? Because I wasn't sitting there like, damn it, I hate myself. Damn it, like I can't do this work because all I can think about is trying to get my mind off of myself. That's why I ate, okay? That's why I would eat my feelings. And then I would watch a ton of Rick and Morty or like streams or something like that, because I would sit there and just try to not think of how much I hated myself, okay? Who's with me on this? Like, do we understand that? Because that is huge. When I was on the Stairmaster losing my weight for 45 minutes a day, I would close my eyes and I would just imagine the feeling of being the true me and revealing who I've always wanted to look like and how I've always wanted to feel. And I even picked out songs that I would play once I lost the weight. And it was so euphoric when I played those songs. Specifically the song Candy Paint by Post Malone. That was my song. I heard that when I was like 270 pounds. And then I was like, okay, when I lose this weight, I'm gonna play that song. I'm gonna roll up and I'm gonna feel like the man, because I know that I'm content with myself. I like myself. I can enjoy life now because I don't hate how I look. I like me. So last summer when I was competing in the Summer Shredding Classic, when I was on Stairmaster doing my cardio sessions, or when I was in the gym, I was just focusing on my competition. I was like, no one is gonna outwork me, no one. So when I'm competing, that's where it gets dangerous. So now when I'm not competing at something, I compete with myself. I want to get a better version of me each and every day to create that Super Jackson that I've talked about in previous videos. Remember why you're doing it and visualize it. Visualize attacking it and crossing the finish line and what the rewards would be, because they're not just the like normal things of, oh, I can fit into better pants and blah, blah, blah. No. You're gonna get people telling you, holy shit, what have you been doing? You look fantastic. Step number 4, let go of your limiting beliefs, okay? We all have beliefs about ourselves, good and bad. I actually heard this from Tony Robbins, and I listen to him a ton, by the way. If you guys listen to him, let's go. I love listening to Tony Robbins. I've been doing it since I was like 12. So he gave the analogy that elephants in the circus, stay with me, elephants in the circus, okay? They train them from being like a child, like a baby, and they put a wooden stake in the ground and then tie a rope to it, and then the baby elephant fights to get out of it and it can't, and then so basically it grows up all the way to being a full-grown elephant, and after a while it just stopped trying to get out as a child. So it really believes that even though a grown-ass elephant could literally rip that thing out with ease, it believes that it can't, so it just accepts its fate, and it accepts the fact that this is my standard, like I have to be tied to this, I'm not even gonna try, okay? That's a limiting belief, and we have so many of those. You've got to raise your standards of achievement, and just like when I started doing cardio, I started with 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, I can never do 30, and then I did 30, and I was like, oh, I can do 30, and then I did 45, and I was like, oh my God, so I always do 45 minutes of cardio now. That's a really general example, but that can be explained for anything. So you have got to let go of what is holding you back mentally and what you actually believe. You're not the shit until you start believing that you're the shit. Facts. Not in an arrogant way, but in a confident way. Arrogance stems from insecurity and not really believing in yourself and having those limiting beliefs, so you're always trying to prove to other people how great you are. Confidence stems from security because you know that you're confident in yourself and you like yourself, so you want to see others succeed. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to boast to anybody. So start believing that you're the shit, because you are. All right, step number 5 and the final step. You need to start associating as the new you. I refer to the old me as Fat Jackson. You can ask any of my family members, you can ask any of my friends. If you know me, you've likely heard me reference Fat Jackson. That's because I have completely disconnected with who I once was, which was Fat Jackson, who was lazy, unmotivated, self-conscious, and an all-around loser. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I didn't have any aspirations. I always did, but I buried them and I didn't want to think about them because I feared failure, and that's so huge to let go of the fear of failure. When I was younger, I designed a stick figure. It sounds stupid, but I labeled it Super Jackson, and I labeled all of the limbs, like what would Super Jackson look like? So what would Super Jackson be? Basically, putting it simply, if I saw a stud and I was like, damn, that guy over there, he's a stud, I got to know him, I want to be just like him, wow, that guy's the man. Ask yourself why he's the man, and then just be that guy. Just be the guy or girl. You got to actually find that and like label that in your mind, like picture it, and then just be that person. It's not as easy as it sounds, but you've got to work at that every single day. So I know this really wasn't kind of like a fitness kind of topic as much, but this is so important, especially halfway through Grind 360, because I want you guys to keep killing it, and this is what it takes. You've got to associate as being this new you, because you're on a journey right now. If it was easy, everybody would love themselves, and the majority of people don't. So I have faith in all of you, and I can't wait to hear from you guys, just to hear how you're doing. And my sponsor, MyProtein, sent me a little something. So let me show you guys exactly what I got in the box. Okay guys, so I just got a package from MyProtein. I've had this idea of making protein ice cream. I've seen a lot of recipes on it, and overall I just wanted a new protein powder that I haven't used before. And it's obviously, since I'm sponsored by MyProtein, we're trying some MyProtein. So before I do this unboxing, I want you guys to know that in my description there will be a link to myprotein.com where you can use the code JacksonMyP to get a huge discount on your order. So not only do you get a discount, but it supports me. I get a little bit of commission. So if you want to hook your boy up, get some MyProtein, because it's going to be awesome. So let's get this open. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, number 1. Oh my God, I could smell it like through the bag. This smells so good. So number 1, I got the Impact Whey Protein birthday cake flavor. I am a huge birthday cake flavor guy. Birthday cake ice cream, Cold Stone cake batter, like, I'm so excited to put this in some protein ice cream or like some protein balls or whatever I want to do with it. I'm super excited with this. I'm not gonna slam this one because I usually slam a protein shake after my workout, so I one touch it, just one sip, done. So I'm not gonna do that with this because I want to savor this sumbitch right here. And number 2, we have got the slow release casein protein, and I got the vanilla flavor. Those of you curious between the difference of Impact Whey Protein and slow release casein protein, casein is literally just a slower releasing protein. So basically it's a really good thing to have like at night, so when you're sleeping you can still have that slow digesting protein in your system. I am super excited to try this. Vanilla, I feel like you can't really go wrong with it. I've only had like chocolate protein powders in the past, and I only really use protein powder to slam after a workout, or honestly making some fun protein recipes like I was talking about. So get your hands on some Impact Whey Protein or some slow release casein in whatever flavor. They have tons of flavors, and be sure to use discount code JacksonMyP, link in the description if you want to check out myprotein.com.
if they made a flavor for dogs, like bacon or like pork flavor, chicken something flavor, I'm sure he would enjoy it. But yeah, we're gonna have to send my protein like, yo, can you give us like a dog flavor or something? Thanks, man. All right, guys, we're gonna end this video of Grind 360, episode number 5, with Gary D on the boat, and this is where we're at, Ocean City, Maryland. It's a beautiful day out on the water. So everybody, let's keep getting better together.
Keep on grinding.
Yes. See you guys in the next one.